As we journey through Paul's prophetic list in 2 Timothy 3, we see a clear progression. It starts with a heart that is a lover of self. This leads to a love of money, to pride, to disobedience, and to a host of other sins. Today, we arrive at the final destination of this dark path, the ultimate summary of a life turned inward. Paul says that in the last days, people will be lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. Let's be very clear, God is not against pleasure. He is the one who invented it. He created the beauty of a sunset, the taste of good food, the joy of friendship, the gift of marriage. He is the Lord of all unimaginable pleasures. The problem is not pleasure itself. The problem is when we make the pursuit of pleasure our God. To be a lover of pleasure is to seek our ultimate joy, our ultimate meaning, and our ultimate satisfaction in the gifts rather than the giver. It is a heart that says, "My personal happiness and comfort are my highest goal." This is the very definition of modern hedonism. It is a life spent chasing the next thrill, the next experience, the next possession, always believing that the next thing will finally be the thing that satisfies. The Bible gives us the ultimate case study of a man who pursued pleasure with all his might, King Solomon. In the book of Ecclesiastes, he tells us about his great experiment. He says, "I denied myself nothing, my eyes desired. I refused my heart no pleasure." He built magnificent houses, he gathered silver and gold. He had every form of entertainment and sensual pleasure imaginable. He had more money, more power, and more pleasure than anyone in history. And what was his conclusion after this lifelong pursuit? He says, "Yet when I surveyed all that my hands had done and what I had toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless, a chasing after the wind." He had drunk from every well the world had to offer, and he found that they were all empty. He was chasing a counterfeit joy, a muddy puddle, and ignoring the ocean of true joy right beside him. The world's lie is that a life devoted to God is a life of boring restriction. The Bible's truth is that a life devoted to God is the only path to real, lasting, and deep pleasure. Psalm chapter 16 verse 11 says to God, "In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore." So how do we become lovers of God instead of lovers of pleasure? First, we must recognize the counterfeit. We have to be honest with ourselves about the things we are chasing to find happiness and admit, like Solomon, that they are ultimately meaningless. Second, we must reorient our pursuit. Instead of pursuing happiness as our goal, we must pursue God. Joy is not the goal. It is the beautiful byproduct of a life that is in a right relationship with its Creator. Let's stop chasing the wind. Let's stop trying to quench our infinite thirst with the world's muddy puddles. Let's run to the only source of living water, the only fountain of true pleasure, Jesus Christ. May you find your deepest and most lasting pleasure in God Himself today.